I'm back. We're good to go. So grab yourself a yoga belt or a towel. I'll give yourself a moment to just get yourself one of these or a towel, long towel. Roll it up so it's a nice long strap like this. And we're going to start standing today. I hope you all can see me. It's all good. Very good. So let's take the feet a little bit wider than the hips. And we're going to start with some shoulder rolls here. Just letting the movement come into the body gradually. And the other way, same thing. And one more, pulling those shoulder blades apart. Right shoulder roll. Nice big arm movement here. Opening up the waist, the rib cage on that side. Take the arm now around the head. Twice more. And last time, other side, shoulder roll. And arm around the head, same thing. Take your time here. Opening up. Beautiful. We're going to take it into the legs. So taking the hands onto the thighs. Bend into the knees, feet are wide. Take a nice inhale. You're going to allow the belly to hang, the back to arc. As you exhale, pull the belly in around the back. Inhaling, nice extension, lift the chest, let those shoulders fall. Exhale, pull the belly in around the back. Inhaling, sitting deep, spreading the inner thighs open. Exhale, pull in through the belly. One more. Sitting a little deeper in the hips. And exhale, round, curl, roll all the way up, sliding the hands up. You're going to take the feet hip width apart. You're going to take both hands, place the fingers on your back, either fingers pointing up. If you can't do that, fingers pointing down. Wrap those elbows in towards each other. So you're taking now an inhale. Lift the heart up. You're going to pull the tailbone down. So you're out of the lower back as you lift the chest. And then exhale, fold at the hips, releasing the hands to the floor. And rolling up, sliding the hands up the front of the legs. We do that again. Bend the knees, pull the tailbone down, lengthen the legs, fingers on your back, fingers up or down. Press the tailbone down as you lift the heart up. Wrap your elbows in towards each other. Take a nice breath in. Exhale, fold at the hips. Release the hands, release the spine, the head, the neck. And then roll up through your spine, sliding the hands up the fronts of your legs. Well done. Last time, bend the knees, pull the tail down, lengthen the legs. Fingers up or down, inhale, lift up out of the lower back, lifting the heart to the sky. And exhale, fold at the hips, release the arms down to the floor, release the neck. Grab hold of your towel or belt and roll up with it. Good, so we're going to take the feet wide again. Again, here if you have a yoga strap, just twist it a few times so you have some elasticity in your belt or towel. And now hands wider than your hips, as wide as the feet. You're going to inhale slowly, lift the arms up towards the sky, pick up the shoulders, pick up the ribs, pull the tailbone down so your abs are in, and then slowly release the arms down. We repeat, inhale, reach up. Exhale. So be very conscious that you're not going into this big back bend, right? We want to keep that pelvis underneath us. One more. And out. I'm worried I'm going to hit that light up there. This time, inhale, lift. As you exhale, keep the arms in line with your ears and reach up out of the waist over to one side. Inhaling to center. Lift, exhale over to the other side. We do it again. Make sure that you're maintaining that pelvic stability so you're not, again, pushing the hips back. One more time, over to the other side. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale, arms come down. Very good. This time you're going to put your hands a little closer together so they're shoulder width. Standing now with the feet hip width. Bend the knees a little bit. Take an inhale, spread your shoulder blades. Pull the shoulder blades forward, protract. As you exhale, pull the abdomen in and round the back, bending a little more into your knees. Inhaling now, lift up through the legs, lift up through the spine. And then as you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the hands behind your head, opening up the elbows wide. Coming back, inhale, reach up. As you exhale, pull your belt, bend the knees, round the back. Inhale, lengthen through the legs, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, bending the elbows, bring the hands behind you. Inhale, reach up, pull your belt. One more. Exhale, reach forward, protract your shoulder blades. You're pulling them apart. Round. Inhale, lifting, up out of the waist. Exhale, bend the elbows, open your chest. Inhale, reach up to release the arms down. Exhale. Nice. Back to the wide arm, wide legs. This time circling the arms around the head. Reach up, touch the sky. Side bend to the other side to release. Going the same way. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. I'm always pulling my belt a little bit apart, right? Hands pulling apart. One more this way. Opening up through the spine, waist, rib cage. The other way now for 4. Inhale. Really lifting, pulling my tailbone down, pulling down through the legs and pelvis as I lift up out of the rib cage. Twice more. See if you can get a bigger circle. 1. Really feeling that whole spine involved here. Now roll up through center. And you're going to take now the legs wider. Feet turned out, knees bend into a deep sumo squat. Press up or plie. Coming down again. And up. And down. One more. Now really be aware that that tailbone is pulling down. Lower belly pulling up as you sit deep in that squat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keeping a nice solid foundation. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Exhale, side bend. So you want to imagine here that you're going between 2 walls, one in front of your face and one behind your head, and you don't want to hit either wall. Slide between the 2 walls. Coming back to center, release the arms, release the legs. And now we're going to take it into circular movement. So going down again into the legs. Hold, tail down, belly in. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time side bending to the right. Circling, pull the tummy in around to the left side. Come up between your 2 walls on the left side. Come up to center. We're going to go the other way. Go down to the left. Circle, pull the tummy in around the world to the right side. Open between the 2 walls to come up. Let's do one more time each way. Up and over. Circle, really draw the abdominals back into the spine. Lift, find that neutral pelvis. Come up. Last one, lift, reach. Circle, open up the back of the rib cage. Inhale between the 2 walls and up. To exhale, release the arms, release the legs. Wonderful. Walk the feet back together. You can put your belt away. And go grab a block, a ball. Take your towel, roll it up into a ball or a bolster. And we're going to place that now between the inner thighs. If you don't have a prop like that, no worries, just do without, okay? So standing with the feet hip width underneath your pelvis. You're going to lift your 10 toes. Spread the toes. Place pinky down and all of them down till the big toes spread open on the floor. Feel the arches of your feet picking up. And as you do that, imagine scooping up that block or towel or ball that you've got between the legs. Or just think inner thighs lift into the pelvic floor. Pelvic floor picks up. Tailbone pulls down behind you. And your rib cage stacked on top of your pelvis. Head, shoulders on top of your pelvis. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, keep lifting your block between your inner thighs and roll the head down between your arms and curl through that upper back, being very conscious that your pelvis isn't leaning backwards. You imagine there's a wall right here and you don't want to let the pelvis push your wall back. Once you've got your maximum curve, keep pulling up through the pelvic floor, inner thighs, lift the abdominals, tailbone down. Really engage your hamstrings, crease of the bum, to hold the pelvis in neutral. As you build your spine back up again, lift out of the rib cage. You feel this whole length coming up all the way to your fingertips to repeat. Head between the arms, curl into your neck. Upper back, keep pulling the shoulder blades apart into that protracted position. Reach your heels down into the floor. Lift the abdominals, pelvic floor. And slowly engage your hamstrings. Pull the sit bones down. Really try to reach the hands away as you rebuild your spine. You're trying to open the fascia of your back. So lift one more time. Head between the arms, curl. Try and hold the pelvis in place as long as you can. You don't want to see that pubic bone move back, right? We have to hold it in place. Really get that curve through the spine. There's a lot of weight in the forefoot. The heels are pressing in the floor anyway. And now curling back up, pull that tailbone down, sit bones to the floor. Rebuild each segment of your spine one by one. Those toes are still spread on the floor. You haven't forgotten about that. Lift from here, pelvis all the way up to the fingertips. Slowly circling the hands behind you, lace the fingers together, bend the knees, pull the tail down, lengthen the legs back up. As you did in the warm-up, pulling the hands behind your back, lift the breastbone. Wrap your shoulder blades now together, pinch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, reach your knuckles towards the floor. And exhale, slow release and unwind. Beautiful. Remove your block if you have one. Come to a lie down position on your back. Let's go. Let's work. Okay, so once you're lying down, you're going to bring your knees to your chest, roll down, hug, give your lower back a nice release. Take an inhale. And as you exhale now, you're going to scoop that head in, curl into a ball, draw the shoulder blades down your back. So imagine armpits to waist. And think a little bit about your imprint. So reach your tailbone away and up. Not in the sense of a pelvic curl, but more that you're trying to lengthen out the curve of your lower back on the mat. So there's a little bit of pelvic floor and lower belly engagement. Reach the hands now towards the ankles. Flex both feet, reach your heels away and up. And hold. Eyes are looking down on your belly button. Inhale, feel the belly inflate. Now as you exhale, pull the belly button down as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, look at the belly. Exhale, pull the belly in. One more. Exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale now, just reach the knees slightly more over the pubic bone. Hands come down, ready for 100. So you're engaged in the abdominal wall, prepared. Inhaling for 5 beats. Exhaling for 5 beats. Trying to keep that imprint in your lower back. So the intention of length of the tail reaching away is maintained. The eyes stay on the belly button so your head's in the correct position. Your shoulder blades are lifted off the floor. You can always put your feet down here and continue just with the upper body. You want the beat of the arms to really challenge the abdominals and the corset of muscles from your back to your waist, the core. Breathing in for 5, out for 5. You can always do 6 breaths, count. One more time. Breathing in, pause. As you breathe out, slowly bring the knees in, hug the legs and roll down. Lengthening your neck along the mat, drop the shoulders. You can rock from side to side for a moment or turn the head from side to side to release your neck. So now we're going into the abdominal dance, as I like to call it. Taking an inhale, rock that neck in, curl up, bring the sacrum onto the floor, but lengthen out that lower back. Bring the feet up, reach the hands away. Now you're going to bring the right knee in, left leg long. Squeeze the air out of your lungs. Switch. Squeeze the air out of your lungs. Remember, you can put one foot down and just work here. Try to bring the head to the knee, and then switch. Deepening the belly button to the spine on every exhale. I give you that choice of the leg position One more each side. And then hold, knees together. From here, you're going to go and take the two legs away. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull in and curl into a tight ball. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Now be careful that when you send the legs away, the weight of the legs isn't pulling on your back and you're falling and collapsing in the upper body. You want to make sure that you only take the legs as low as you can maintain the imprint and length in your lower back. One more time. Inhale, length. Exhale, pull it in. Now let's do the upper body. Inhale, reach the arms away and up. Exhale, circle, catch the ankles and curl into a tight ball. Inhale, reach, don't drop your head. Exhale, circle, curl, pull into a tight ball. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now let's put the two together. Arms and legs. Inhale. Up. Exhale. So our legs are more vertical for beginners. More advanced, if you can maintain your imprint, your legs are going low. Exhale. Find the angle of the legs that's right for you. One more. And circle. Hold. Reach the left leg away. Reach the right leg up to the ceiling. Double beat here to get the hamstrings stretched. Switch and catch. 1, 2. You can always put one leg on the floor and focus on keeping this leg straight. And then switch. The sacrum stays grounded. Your imprint in your lower back is maintained. You're not wobbling through the upper body. Now, both legs go up. Hands go behind the head. Inhale, pull the body up. Pull the belly deeper and in. You can always take a break and come back. Inhale, lowering the legs. Exhale, pull from the deep abdominals and lift. Maintaining that imprint. Work on your imprint. Exhale, pull and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Beginners, you can do this with one leg. There's always the option here. Last one. And pull. Knees come to the chest. And hug into a ball. Good. Now you're going to bring your hands behind the head again. Right elbow to left knee. Seal the gap. Hold. Look in at the belly button or waist. And zip the belly deep. Advance. Other opposite leg reaches away. Switch. Elbows opposite knee. Seal the gap. Lengthen the opposite leg if you wish. Pull the deep tummy muscles in. Come back to center. And switch. Seal the gap. Really tighten up in the waist. Make sure that lower back is still in your imprint. Come back. Switch. Last time. Lengthen. Come back. Roll down. Lengthen the neck. And hug the legs in. It's over. Ab dance is over. Good stuff. So you can always roll to your side and push yourself up to seated. Otherwise, you can hold the backs of your legs, curl into your ball, roll the tail up, massage the spine on the floor and pick up your momentum to come up to seated and up tall through your spine. The legs are hip width and parallel. The feet are flat on the ground. Use your hands, pull your body up. Now we're going to throw in an ELDOA to prepare the lower back. So I want you to put now your hands on the outside of your knees. You're going to push your knees apart against your hands, right? So I'm pushing out, but I'm maintaining the inside edges of my feet with intentionally pressing down on the floor. Lengthen your spine. Even though your legs are working, your back is lifted out of the lower back. Your head is stacked on top of your spine. So the round of the back of the head is in line with the roundness of your sacrum in your back. Once you feel you can hold, knees pushing out, feet pressing down, spine lifted, take the hands away. You're going to slowly press the palms away, turn into maximum external rotation, and protract your shoulder blades. Now you're going to lift the shoulder blades up to your ears, pull the ribs up with them. As you lift the arms up over your head, and take the arms in a subtle V. Keep bringing the arms up and back in line with your ears, being very cautious that you haven't pulled your head forward. So up, out of the low back. Feet press down, knees press out. Sit bones push into the floor to ground the sacrum in L5. Lift, out of the L4, lift, out of the rib cage, out of the spine. The back of the neck feels long. Keep breathing now, focus on the breath. Keep your V. I'm shaking, I'm always shaking, because as you improve with this, you find your new range, your new maximum tension. You want to feel like you're pulling your body apart in every way. Press the feet into the floor. Reach your sit bone down. Pull up out of the low back, lift the ribs, lift the shoulders. Push the ceiling. One more breath, you can do it. Even out your breathing. And then slowly take one arm down. Keep the spine long. Other arm down. And rest the spine. We're going to do one more ELDOA. Just going to do one level up from that. So now bringing the feet into this dorsiflexion position with the knees wide, heels reaching away. You're about 90 degrees at the ankle, 90 at the knee, 90 at the hip, okay? Pull up onto your sit bones, get your back straight. So your heels are in line with your sit bones. As you lift, you're reaching your heels away, pressing your knees down towards the floor. Once you've got your spine long, the back of the head occiput is in line with your sacrum. Let go, let go. Stop, turn, protract. Once you have your protraction, lift the arms right by the ears this time, as high as you can get them, and keep lifting. Don't lean back. Pull up out of your lower back. So you want to feel here that you're almost squeezing your head with your arms. Knees press down, heels push away. I find when I do the ELDOAs for the lower back, just before a roll-up, the roll-up is so much easier because I've made space in my lower back between each vertebrae. Remember, the abdominals are there to curl the spine. If your spine is stiff and doesn't curl, the abs can't do their jobs. You're just going to use hip flexors instead. So the goal is to get the abs to do their job by mobilizing the spine first. The ELDOAs are fantastic to make the space in the low back, or in any part for that matter. So one more breath here. Notice how long we're holding. And then one arm releases, other arm releases, and then the spine relaxes. Good. So now we're going to try our roll-up. I recommend doing all the other levels of the spine, but we don't have time. We want to do some mat work. So, feet planted on the floor. Pull your body up, reach the hands forward. I like to put my hands together. It helps me maintain the protraction in my upper back and my shoulder blades. You're going to now curl, head in. Really scoop up through the pelvic floor. Pull the belly button in and up. And feel as if you're bringing your sacrum to the floor first. You're breathing out, 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 out. Keep exhaling. Don't inhale as you come forward. Stay round. As you meet your sit bones, inhale. Fill up your lungs like a hot air balloon to lift your body back up. Exhale. Press those feet down as you roll into the pelvis, sacrum. Really feel the sacrum on the floor first. And press through the abdominals. Inhale now to lengthen back up. Exhale, look inward. Keep exhaling. You're going to run out of air. Inhale up. Let's go a little deeper if you can. You only go as far as you can keep your feet down. If your feet pop up, it means you're using your hip flexors. You're not using your abs. You've got to feel like you're rolling into the spine and pelvis. Keep going. If you feel that you can go lower, go lower. You don't have to stay with what I'm doing. I want to make sure that I'm really using my abdominals and trying to get that space on my lower back. So if I were to go further, my feet really want to come up, so I'm fighting it there at that point. Exhale, 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 inhale. One more. Little deeper. Now, straighten the legs. Bring the palms to face your legs. Reach and protract your shoulder blades. Sit tall. Flex the feet. Reach the heels away. And as you exhale, bring the ears between your arms. Curl the upper back so go hollow. Hollow through the belly and reach forward. Try to keep those arms up parallel to the floor. Rebuild from the base of your spine. Each vertebrae up one by one. Sit tall. Lift. Press your thighs down. Exhale, curl. Roll. Empty your lungs. You can always bend the knees if you can't get out of the lower back. But then as you rebuild, start to push your legs back down into the floor. Reach those heels away and bring your back up tall. Exhale. So again, remember, you're welcome to bend your knees if you find that you can't get over your legs. So bend, 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 and reach out of your lower back. And roll up, press your thighs down as you lift, push the heels away, sit tall. Now, inhale. Exhale, roll forward and stay in your forward bend, whether legs straight or legs bent. Now take your right hand to the left. Come back above each foot. Left hand to the right. Back above each foot. Right hand to the left. Keep both sit bones planted down. Back to center. Left to right. Back to center. Finish. Roll up. Lift the arms up over your head. And we're going to twist now on a stacked spine. Inhale up. Other side. Twist. Inhale up. Exhale. Twist. Keep the legs equal. You don't want to have one leg getting longer than the other. Lift. You can bend the knees if it's too much on your hip flexors. Up. If your hip flexors are screaming at you, it's because your spine needs to lift more. You need to get into your lower back. Last one. And lift. Now, exhale. Point your feet. Roll. Reach. Protract your shoulder blades. Scoop the belly. Let's go all the way down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Hands come to the floor. Right leg goes up. Either straight, locked, or bent a little, or bent a lot. Whatever works better for you. We're circling the leg in the hip 3 times each way. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, pull away. Now reverse. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, away. If you've got your straight leg, you're here. Stable pelvis. Now, curl the upper body up. Zip the belly deeper to the spine. You're going to slowly switch legs. And roll back down. And circle. 3. 2. Press the opposite leg down. 1. Reverse. Roll the head up, curl. You're going to slowly now lengthen the leg all the way down. Take an inhale. As you exhale, pull your body up, reach the toes away, curl forward, up and over your legs. If that didn't happen for you, don't worry. Bend your knees, roll up, and then sit tall. Pulling the toes in towards your bum. Hang on to your ankles now. Curl into a ball and try and balance. If you can't, keep your big toes on the floor, but challenge yourself every once in a while to pick up those toes. So you're sliding them in, picking them up, hold, breathe. Imagine your back is like a balloon and you want to inflate your back with air. So every inhalation, send the air all the way down into your kidneys and your back. Seal the tummy. Now those of you who are okay with this and can balance comfortably, start rolling back, leading sacrum and L5. Lowest vertebrae into the mat. Roll, inhale, exhale, catch it. We go again. Inhale, inflate your back. Exhale, catch it. Notice after those ELDOAs and after rolling properly and making space in the lower back, the roll like a ball all of a sudden is so much easier. One more. Now, for those of you who are rolling, you can join me and try and catch a roll over. Bend the knees, roll up,
catch. For those of you who are still practicing roll like a ball, try maybe to lean back a little and come back up. So this is one option. The other more advanced option, roll, catch or roll over, kick the legs, put the hands on the floor, scoop the belly in, bend the knees and roll like a ball, back up, catch. Roll, catch, roll over, bend the knees, roll, catch the ankles, hold at the top. Last one. Catch and hold. Pull the knees apart, holding on to the ankles. Beginners now, you're holding on with the toes on the floor if you need that extra support. Lengthen your spine. Try to see if you can lengthen one leg. Up, your legs are in a V. Come back, other side, kick. Remember, you're gonna have one toe on the floor to practice here. You continue with that. Those of you who want the challenge, lift both legs. You're in a V with the legs. Come back. Your spine is a little bit more lengthened than the roll like a ball. And down. Now one more, if you can get the legs up to hold. If you're doing one leg at a time, try and just hold one leg. Balance. If you're comfortable, tuck and curl. If you've got one leg, switch, try the other leg. Come back up and lengthen. Tighten your quads here. Your knees should be locked. And up. Now let's roll. So curl into your ball. Sacrum L5 to the floor. Reach like roll over. Come back and balance. So my head touched the floor there. That was a mistake. So you don't want to go that far. You're going to stop at the shoulder blades. Come back and lift and hold. Again, if you've got one leg up, you're not rolling. You're just practicing trying to balance. And then eventually both legs up. That's your progression. Last one, curl into a ball, come back, roll and lift, lengthen, hold. Now let's bring the legs together, scoop the tummy and reach the hands back. Beginners, your legs are bent, but feet are up off the floor. With the legs straight or bent, you're gonna bring the legs to the right, circle, up to the left, back to center, over to the left, circle, up to the right, center. Right, circle, up to the left, and last one, left, circle, up to the right, center, bend the knees, and slowly now lengthen the legs, roll all the way down to the floor. Very good. You're gonna turn onto your tummy. Ready for some extension. So you're gonna bring your legs hip width behind you, parallel. Find a comfortable position where you feel you're lengthened out of the lower back, so tail reaching towards the heels. You're going to engage your legs, so the toes are on the floor, but the knees are off. So your legs are reaching out of the hips and out of the lower back. Hands come to the sides of the ribs. Wrap those elbows in into the back. Shoulder blades squeezing together. Sliding the tummy forward along the mat. Take a nice breath in. Really roll those shoulders back and squeeze those elbows. Exhale. Inhale. Lift the heart. Exhale. I'm not using my hands. I'm really working the squeeze in the back. The more you squeeze, the more your chest opens. Now holding, see if you can reach those legs off the floor. If you can't, just keep them on the floor if it compresses your lower back. If you're feeling compression in your spine, please come down a little bit out of the extension. Think of length more than lift. One more inhale, exhale. Try not to use those hands. Now if you're here, you can stay and join me for swimming, or come down, rest, and come back up. If your lower back is pinching, please reach just one leg up and then the other leg stays on the floor. If you're in the fully lifted position, you're paddling both legs. For those of you who want to add the arms, you're here, opposite arm and leg. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. One more, find the crease of the bum, don't bend your knees. And inhale, reach, hands back, inhale, exhale, down and rest. Turn the head one way. You're welcome to wiggle the hips from right to left to release any tension you may have accumulated in the lower back. We don't want that. Eventually you don't have that. Very good.
Coming up onto your elbows
For single leg kick.
So think Sphinx. Pull the mat towards you with both forearms. Draw the shoulders back and really slide the breastbone, stomach forward and up, heart up. Scoop the belly muscles in, pick up the pelvis. Inhale, release it down. Keep your extension. Exhale, scoop, lift the pelvis. Inhale, release it down. Now last one, up to hold. Now keep that connection in your lower belly. Bring one heel to your bum and squeeze the hamstring. Try not to collapse the pelvis. We want to keep that lift. Reach down and switch. Big squeeze in the back. If you get a cramp, I'm so sorry. Try and really hydrate, eh? Now more advanced, we can add a beat. 1, 2, 3, back down. Even more advanced, you add footwork. So you point, flex, point, release. Point, flex, point, release. Keep that tummy up, tailbone down. One more. And down, inhale. Push into the hands, come all the way up. Exhale, as you come down, keep the bow shape, but kick the legs up. Inhale, push into your hands, lift. Exhale, keep the bow shape in your back and lift the feet. If you're more advanced, take the hands further back. Inhale, come higher, off the pelvis. Exhale, dip and lift. Inhale, exhale, dip and lift. Inhale, exhale, dip and lift. One more. And all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Good. Glue the legs together behind you. Lengthen the tail towards your heels. Plant the pelvis into the floor. Engage your legs. Squeeze the legs, lift. Lace the hands now behind your back. If this is too much, just reach the hands back as far as you can. Wrap the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the chest, turn the nose to look at the floor. As you exhale, bring the cheek to the floor. Bring the heels to your bum, slide the hands up your back. Squeeze the hamstrings, lift your knees, drop your elbows to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Now you're going to turn your head the other way. So other cheek to the floor, bring the heels to the bum, lift the knees. Bring the hands up your back and drop the elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As if the feet are pulling the hands back. Open your chest. Exhale, hands pull the feet in. Drop the elbows, turn your head. Last one, inhale up to finish. Exhale, come down and rest. Double leg kick. Good job. So come from here into child's pose. So slowly press the hands into the floor under your shoulders. Lift the chest, push into your knees, lift the abdominals, and slowly lean back into your child's pose. Well done. So coming to a seated position again, we're going to practice teaser. Now for those of you who have a block, you can take advantage of your block or rolled up towel and place it again between the tops of your inner thighs. Sitting tall, squeeze your block, reach your hands away, and slowly roll back through the pelvis to create a subtle curve in the low back, but try and keep the length through your upper back. So you create like a little J. Once you're here, slide those toes in like you did with roll like a ball, maintaining the length, lift the knees towards your chest. So you're scooped and hollow through the lower belly. Now the block between the inner thighs really assists the inner thighs to help activate the pelvic floor and the lower abdominal muscles. That's where you're holding your position from. More advanced, kick the legs away, reach the fingers to the toes, think elegant, and then see if you can roll back, keep squeezing your block, and roll back up. Lengthen to J. Roll back. You can do this with the legs bent, hovering, and lift, right?
So this is your other option. You can always have those toes on the floor to help, but try and think of using your inner thighs to pelvic floor to lower belly. Now hold, upper body, lower the legs and lift. The legs and lift. Last two and lift. Last one and lift. Bend the knees, rock forward, feet to the floor. Remove the block. Good stuff. So coming onto your knees. From here, we're going to open up the quads. So you're going to have the feet released behind you. For some people, this position is not comfortable, so you can maybe roll up your mat a few times so you have some support like that underneath your ankle so you don't cramp. The other option, of course, is to tuck the toes, but that's going to make it a little tighter for the quads. So before you begin, press the tail down, pull pubic bone forward, lower belly in and up. Your glutes are working to hold this nice open pelvis position in the front. Reach the arms forward. You can put the hands together if it helps you seal and fix the upper body. Contract through your abdominals, maintain the solid wall as you lean back, and then up. We're going to go again. Exhale, lean, get the quads to lengthen. Inhale, back up. Exhale, seal the gap here. Inhale. The pelvis and the shoulder girdle and the head are all moving as one piece, as if you're trying to bring the backs of your thighs towards your calves. Now we're going to hold the next one. This is challenging, so stay as long as you can. Breathing in, filling up the lungs. Breathing out, deepening. One more. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Good. So we're going to keep the left leg on the floor, right leg long out to the side. Your left leg is stacked vertical. Reach, left arm out, right arm up, and then up and out of the waist. Push this hand away. Press the sole of the right foot into the floor as you come down to meet the floor. Now, if you can get the palm flat, please do so. I find it difficult with my shoulder here. Just make sure that that shoulder is pulled down your back. You're opening the ribs up to the ceiling and reaching the right hand, right foot away from each other. Breathe in. Now as you exhale, scoop the belly in, pull the pubic bone forward, and lift the top leg and put it back down. Don't move through the trunk. You can always put this hand behind the head if your neck is straining, but you're opening always nose or chest to the ceiling. Try not to wobble. Last one, up to hold. Hold, hold. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, pull it back. You don't have to do that, you can just try and hold. And back. Forward. And back. One more. And back. Dip the toes to the back on the floor. Bring your hand or elbow towards the floor. Go under now the bottom arm. Twist. Inhale, open to the sky. One more, reach. And then bring it underneath. Up. And bring the arm down, bring the leg back. Now, push the right foot into the floor. Press the hips forward. Get up out of your supporting shoulder. Now with the weight in the right foot, left hand, see if you can gradually pick up the bottom leg. You can put the knee back down and try again. Back down, one more time. And back down. Bring that leg in, take a seat. Sitting tall. We have to do it on the other side. Woohoo! Let's go for it. So left leg long. You're going to go and plant the left foot on the floor. This right leg is straight. Lift the left arm. Reach the right. Out of the waist. Find the floor. Lengthen. Hand and foot away from each other. I'm always opening up my chest to the sky. Pressing my hips forward. Scooping the belly muscles in and up. Now lift. Top leg. Remember, you have the option of putting the hand behind the head to support if you need it. Keep those abdominals firm. Every exhale, I'm zipping the belly in. Keeping my ribs lifted on this left top side. Last one up to hold. We don't move, or kick it forward, inhale, kick it back, exhale. The leg stays locked and straight. We really want to find the glutes and the quads and hip flexors. One more. And to the back, hold, put the toes on the floor. Top hand reaches forward. Opposite diagonal, and then up, scoop it under the bottom arm, twist. Inhale, unwind, push the hips forward, open the ribs to the sky, look up, spread your wings. Reach to the opposite diagonal of your back foot. Keep pressing your back foot into the floor as you go into your twist. Don't let it come with you. Inhale, unwind. One more to go. Reach, pull your body apart, and then scoop. The back leg keeps reaching to the back. Inhale, open, and exhale. Bring it down, bring the knee in, take a seat. Oh, we forgot the bottom leg lift. Oh, I'm so sorry. Come back. Press the foot into the floor. You're gonna again keep pressing the hip forward. Weight is in the top leg now. This arm is supported through the shoulder. Try and lift the bottom leg. Put it back down. Lift. Back down. Twice more. And down. Last one. Can't believe I almost forgot that one. Now bring the knees together. Take a seat. And release. Good stuff. If you need a sip of water, please get a sip of water. I know, you don't have to stay with me. Okay, so going into plank, almost done. Come back on your mat. Walk the hands forward to all fours. And then from here, I want you to think of spreading your fingers and palms into the mat. Push up out of the shoulders so you feel that you're really lifted away from the ground. Lengthen the right leg. Scoop the belly in. Pull the tail down. Press up out of the shoulders so you feel a subtle roundness of the back, but it's lengthened, right? It's not really round. Once you find that connection in your core, lift the other leg. And then we're going to slowly try and hold here by pulling the hands and feet towards each other and up through center. Inhale to release. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull the hands in, pull the feet in, scoop up the belly. Inhale, lengthen, one more. And lengthen. Now keep the lifted position. Lift the right leg. Back down. You can always do this with the knees on the floor. Yes? Your option. Let's scoop up that belly. Keep the length in your spine. The hands are spread wide through the fingers. And last one. Coming down. Push through the toes. Lean forward. Pull back through the heels. Push through the toes. Lean forward. Back through the heels. If you're on your knees, just lean forward. Opening up the wrists. One more. And back. Knees to the floor. Release. Good. Well done. So from here, turning around for bridge. So now you're going to take a seat, have the soles of the feet flat on the floor, reach the hands forward and roll back one vertebrae after the other, to then bring the hands down by your side, feet close to the hips, plant the feet down, wrap your shoulders back and under, take an inhale, let the belly inflate. As you exhale, scoop the belly in, tuck the tail, and roll the hips up. Seal the gap here. Now inhale, really think, release the tummy. Exhale, draw it in, press into your feet and lift the pubic bone. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull, squeeze. One more. Pull, hold. You're going to press the left foot into the floor firmly. Hold those hips level as you lift the right. Bring it down. Press into the right, lift the left. Seal the waist. Bring it down. Right. Down. Left. Down. Now, lift the two heels up so you're on your tippy toes. You're going to lower the right heel, then the left. Right, left. Keep your hips level and square. Keep the abdominals drawing in and together. One more each side. Lift both heels. Reach the arms up and back. Next exhale, roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Release the hands, release the heels. Well done. Put the soles of the feet together, release the knees. Just rock from side to side for a moment. So bringing the legs together, feet together, knees together, arms out to the side. Excuse me, you're going to tip the knees to the right, into a twist. Try and keep open through the chest and upper quadrant of the body. Catch your breath here, opening it up. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can always bring your knees up closer towards your belly, which will help lengthen out the lower back. You can also do this with the feet and knees wide and just let the knees fall to one side. Other side. Slowing the breathing down. One more breath. Find your core a little bit just to come back. Good. Bring the knees towards your chest. Hug into a ball. And then put one foot down at a time. Lengthen out the legs. Release the arms, palms up. Open up the arms, open up the legs so you're in this rolled out sort of dead weight position. Allow the spine to settle on the ground. Find a nice breath in. And then exhale, long. To then come to a natural breathing pattern for you. Just restoring, regenerating, resting. Feeling that accumulation of energy throughout that workout. Running through your system now from the legs to the arms, through your trunk, even to the face. Soften your jaw. Soften the eyebrows, the forehead. And let those eyeballs sink into their sockets. Relax your abdominals. Feel the belly breathe and the chest, ribs supple with the breath, with the lungs inside them moving and expanding and deflating. Soften your pelvic floor. Release tension through the base of the pelvis. And then from here, you can stay longer in Shavasana, or you can start to bring some movement back into your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles. Gradually come to arms overhead, reaching the hands and feet away from each other. Stretch. And slowly roll onto your right side. Settle there for just a moment. And then slowly using your hands, push yourself up. Come to a comfortable seated position. Settling into your sit bones. Bringing the spine upright. Find the ease in the posture. Bringing a nice inhale into the lungs, ready for an Om or a big Ha. Really feeling the reverberation of the Om from the sacrum all the way up through the chakras to the throat. Healing each center. Hands to heart, inhale. Bowing into your practice, exhale, namaste.